Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my podcast. Today's podcast is titled Admiration Can Turn to Envy. Let's get into that. When people see the beautiful energy and light that you radiate, their first thought is to admire you. Think about when you're out shopping and you see pretty earrings or something dazzling or sparkly that catches your eye. You immediately are drawn to it and you go and get a closer look. Essentially, you're magnetized to it. But then, so much exposure, they become blinded to the light. And after a while, that shine becomes an irritant, almost like a sunburn. It becomes something they want to avoid, the same way vampires want to avoid the sun. Your light begins to cast shadows, and you reflect back to people the truth they refuse to see within themselves. It's like thinking you look good in certain lighting just to see what you actually look like in real time. It's that kind of energy. Trying to hide from what they don't like and cover up their flaws, but your light exposes that. Your light is meant to heal, but some people can react in strange ways due to the intensity of your essence. As a result, they resort to dissing you. You went from good to bad in their eyes in a matter of seconds, minutes, days, months, weeks, and even years. At first, they loved you, but when you surpassed the limitations they had for you, and when you reflect back to them what's missing in them, you become public enemy number one. If I had a quarter for all the people who told me I was so pretty, and then they start hating on me, making up rumors about me, I'd be a billionaire by now. And I mean that because I've experienced a lot of wishy-washy and a lot of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of energy. And I've experienced this recently and I want to discuss it briefly. So I recently made a podcast talking about letting love in. The goal of that podcast was to share my download from spirit. And I just feel like I've been healing my heart chakra for years. So I feel like the message was right on time. I feel the love in the air literally still, even while making this podcast. Like every day I wake up, I can feel it. Okay. And there was somebody who did not like that message and they actually told me they rebuked it. So here was what my issue with that. Okay. Rebuke is a term primarily used in Christian dialogue. And I heard it all the time growing up because I grew up Baptist. I would hear my family members pray and say, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. So to me, that term means to denounce evil. And that is why I found that comment to be disrespectful because my podcast was very gentle and I wasn't forcing or implying anything. I don't have the power to force people to do anything because we all have free will, right? And the irony about that whole thing is that that same person months ago told me that they liked my messages, but now they considered them to be evil. After that, a person that has never commented on my videos, never, was ready to comment to check me as if I was underdeveloped, as if I was slow or not allowed to express my feelings. And I felt very policed. Understand this. After the admiration turned to envy and they group up on you, they troll you in the comments, they try to distort your image. Pay attention to the people who are on their side because I noticed that this person gained subscribers from coming against me. I guess it was clout. This person needed some clout. I hope you enjoyed your 15 minutes of fame because it's over, right? But a subscriber of mine commented trying to tell me like everybody's not going to agree with you. And I get that. I agree with that totally because they're not. I don't expect everybody to. I don't require people to, right? But if that person did not care, right, or they didn't agree with me, they didn't have to comment because commenting is optional. Like, commenting is not mandatory. You don't have to comment on something. If she rebuked it, she could have rebuked it and said it and moved on, but she didn't actually have to comment and tell me that because that was rude, right? You don't get to do hate speech on my channel. Again, this is the same person that told me that I had beautiful messages at one point. And the fact that another person hopped on the bandwagon is because you have to understand, sometimes when people do crazy things to you or say crazy things to you, people you thought liked you or supported you will go and support that person in opposition to you because it supports their prejudice and bias of you anyways. Like I said, that person never has commented and said, "Thank you for your messages. I love these," or "You're a great reader." They never said any of those things. But when it was time to disagree, they come out. I call that selective commenting because you don't have anything good to say, but when it's something that's like a controversy or a debate, you're ready to drop your 2 cents in, right? This is just how it goes. Like, it reminded me also of this experience I had years ago. I used to put like snacks outside my door at university, and they were all wrapped snacks. Okay, I would never just give people like anything. And it was this girl in my hallway that lived in the same like area as me, and she always like claimed she didn't like me. She was in a group of people who didn't like me. I caught her taking an oatmeal cream pie. I caught her taking one because I used to have all types of snacks, like zebra snacks. Sometimes I would have like granola bars or fruit snacks because I knew that, being in university could be challenging. We all just trying to get by. So I love to give and I love to have those snacks out there for the women that were in my hallway. So yeah, this young lady proceeded to hurry up and take it because I was coming out my room and I seen her by my door, and it was like she hurried up and grabbed it because she didn't want me to see her. And I feel like that's just how people are. They'll take from you. They'll still take from you, but will never say thank you. They'll take from you because they see the beauty in what you have to offer. Okay? Because this person, like I said, they never comment. You've been on my videos. I'm sure you found something you resonated with. I'm sure. But you never say that. But when it's time for me to express how I feel, you want to chastise me in the comments like I don't understand what's going on, or like I'm the kind of person that, like, I don't feel like everybody has to agree with me. Trust. I don't feel like that. I can see both sides of everything. I can even see the side of a person that don't want to see my side, but at the end of the day, disrespect is disrespect. And you don't get to do that on my channel, period. Always understand that people will try to place their deficiencies on you. It's projection and lack trying to frame you into believing that you're deficient. Don't allow people to place their definitions on you. One of my favorite quotes by Toni Morrison is this: definitions belong to the definer, not the defined. Okay? Always remember that. Embrace your light and understand that envy is going to come with the territory. You just have to learn how to recognize it and use their negative energy to your advantage. Find ways to soothe yourself, okay? And never be shocked by this envy, because it can be from the people closest to you. It can be from people you didn't expect. It can be from strangers on the internet. It can be from people from your past. It could be a clerk at a grocery store. Like, it could be anybody. It could be somebody older than you. So understand the power you hold. And it's not something to shy away from or feel ashamed of. It's something that you have to learn how to protect and nurture. So the beautiful thing though about the people who sent me negative energy, those two commenters, I used that energy to create some beautiful ass art, okay? And I woke up feeling refreshed, honey. I woke up feeling like I had some caffeine. I woke up feeling like I had my favorite cold brew coffee, okay? Salted caramel, okay? I woke up feeling good because I alchemized the BS, okay? Like, I'm a very humorous person. So even when people are coming for me, I can find the humor in that. That's just a Sagittarius thing, I guess. But I took the energy that they sent for harm and used it for good. This is why people say their haters are their motivators. And I feel like, honestly, haters are teachers in a way. I'm glad that they commented that, because it helped me to realize, like, I need to go harder. It helped me to tighten up. So use the energy to grow instead of using it to make you angry and go back and forth, because baby, what I'm not going to do is go back and forth with you ever. Okay? But I will accept that energy, like, yes, even though you're sending me negative energy and evil, I guess what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that and I'm going to create with it. Period. Grow a whole garden with it. And you won't get any of the fruit or the veggies. Period. Okay. When you encounter envious people, limit your distance, okay? Cut off the proximity. If it's a stranger, block them. Even if it's people you know, block and delete, block and repeat. Do this as many times as you need to so that you can protect your peace. And if you have to be around certain people due to like certain obligations such as work, education, family gatherings, etc., create a distance to protect yourself and your sacred light. You deserve to shine regardless of those who throw shade. Lastly, continue to shine. Look even more beautiful. Be even more intelligent. Be even more healthier. Keep leveling up while they sit back and do nothing with their lives, because that's what they're doing. Nothing. Because by the time you reach the top of the mountain, you will not have a desire to look back down on the ground at the spectators. Your view is so nice from where you are. So why would you look down? It reminds me of lyrics from Janae Aiko's song called Down Again, and I'm going to read it. She says, I'm so elevated. Thank God that we made it. Manifested every dream and entered all my prayers. Every day I stay high. Say hi to my haters on my way up. Ain't no way that you could ever get me down. We ain't the same. I'm moving different now. I am in the midst of an ascension now. Lifted and I'm drifting on a cloud. Never coming down again. Period. You know what I'm saying? It's like the more you elevate in life, it's literally ascension. You can feel your vibration raising. And it's important to, like I said, nurture this light. When you have people who are in opposition to you, that's not a sign to back down or turn down the shine. It's a sign to turn it up, because there are so many people in the world who need that light, even the haters, because a lot of them, the irony, this is the irony about life. Two things can be true at once, because you'll have people who, like, they admire you and it turns to envy, but you can also have haters who end up turning into lovers, because your energy is healing regardless of who doesn't want to admit that. The light is healing. The light shows you the way. So when people don't want to see the way, they don't want to take that path, that's on them. It's not something to internalize or feel bad about. Don't feel bad for speaking up either. Look, I never address like hate comments, but I felt the need to address that. So pick and choose your battles wisely always, okay? But if you have people trying to come for you, or you have people who are in opposition to you, advocate for yourself. I always tell people that advocate, because you don't have to sit back and allow people to think that they can just attack you or say whatever they want, especially if it's in person or a platform. Like, you have a right to not want people saying certain things to you. And if people don't understand it, oh well. Okay. Shine even brighter, go even harder. Like I said, that just made me want to tighten up. It just made me want to get more in my bag. Like, that energy, like, honey, and it's 10:10 on the clock. Look at that. We're breaking cycles together. We're breaking these cycles. And this is something that, you'll understand more in life as you experience it. And it'll get easier as it goes. Like, sometimes you'll still have your moments where, you have to check a person and put them in their place. But most times you won't even have to respond, because you're going to understand why these people are acting like this. It's the light. And it's not a reflection of you. It's a reflection of what they need to work on. Okay. So keep taking care of yourself, keep shining your light, and keep being you authentically. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning into this podcast. Mwah. Peace.